Some mornings, I wake up to the flickering yellow glow of the gas station sign outside the window, hear the early bus brakes hiss, and feel like I'm just a scratch in someone else's story. My name is Leah Tran. I'm 35. No husband, no home, no career, just a mountain of unpaid student debt, an old car that coughs more than it drives, and a pair of calloused hands worn down by years of manual work. I live on the kindness of friends, if kindness could pay rent. I once had a sketchbook, thick, yellowed by time, filled with clumsy but hopeful lines I drew back in middle and high school. Glass houses, floating towers, cozy coffee shops tucked into pine forests. That was the world I dreamed of building. I thought I'd be an architect. But then, my mother was diagnosed with kidney failure. My father disappeared. My little brother was still in elementary school. And I, at 17, learned that in a poor household, dreams are the most expensive thing you can own. I don't remember the exact day I started working, but I do remember the first dollar tip I got at a banhami shop. I cried, not because I was happy, but because I knew, from that moment on, I wouldn't have time to draw again. I had made it into a small community college in Southern California, studying interior design. Tuition wasn't bad, the professors were kind, and one of my designs was even displayed in the hallway of our department. But by the third semester, my mom landed in the hospital. Insurance didn't cover it. I dropped out, filed for tuition deferral, quit my part-time cafe job, emptied my savings to pay for her bills. And just like that, I entered the cycle. Cafe to care home, senior assistant to Korean BBQ kitchen help. I never stayed anywhere long enough to save, and never dared to look back. Now I'm crashing on the couch of an old classmate, Jen, the only one who still talks to me. She once asked, "Do you ever think about going back to school?" I smiled, that kind of crooked smile. I can't even answer emails from my old college. My days start at 4:30 a.m. First shift, bakery, knead dough, mop floors, restock supplies. Second job from noon to 5, babysitting for a wealthy Korean family. The little girl, Hana, age 3, once asked, "Do you have a house like ours?" I froze. Evenings, I work as a cashier at a 24-hour supermarket. Off at 1 a.m. Home, well, Jen's couch, by 2. Quick shower, rub my sore feet with ointment, then collapse into 2.5 hours of sleep. 3 jobs, not one real life. My car, a 2003 Honda, coughs like an old smoker every morning. I pump gas and loose change, always worried the next breakdown will leave me jobless. Student debt, still there. I've tried calling for a payment plan, but every time I call, I have to hang up because I'm on shift. Then I forget. Then I'm too tired. Then it doesn't matter. My old sketchbook stays buried in a shoebox beneath bills, in unopened bank letters. I'm scared to open it, scared to see the version of me that still believed. One time I ran into my old design teacher. She recognized me instantly. "Leah, you used to draw beautifully. I still have that greenhouse sketch you did," I smiled. "These days I only design bread trays." We both laughed, but when she walked away, I clenched the rag in my hand so tightly my palm bled. There are nights I lie still, eyes wide open in the dark, and think, what if I had just pushed through college? What if I hadn't quit? But I know the answer. I had pushed. I had chosen hunger so I could pay tuition. But life isn't just tuition. It's hospital bills. It's bus fare. It's groceries for a growing brother. A dream without time and opportunity to water it. Rots like a leaf in the rain. Jen, my friend, she's an HR manager at a tech firm now. She has a condo, a boyfriend, a Europe trip planned. Sometimes I catch her looking at me with pity. She never says it, but I see it. I don't blame her. I pity me too. I used to wonder, is there any fairness for kids born into poverty who grow up apologizing just for existing? Why do people like me have to work 10 times harder just to stay in place? I once read somewhere, never give up on your dreams. But they never said if you hold on to them too tightly, you might starve. I never asked for much. Just a small space to draw. A corner with natural light. A warm cup of coffee in the morning. And one night without worrying about gas money. Now, at 35, I just want one night of sleep without nightmares. Dreams where I'm presenting my design in front of a hall, only to look down and realize I'm wearing a cashier's apron and a customer is waiting for their receipt. Last week, I packed my things so Jen could have her living room back. Her boyfriend is moving in. My life fit into one beat-up suitcase in a cardboard box. At the very bottom, I found my old sketchbook. It felt so light, I almost dropped it. The cover was worn, pages yellowed, edges curled. I sat on the floor, opened a random page. It was the drawing of a cafe made of glass, tucked by a pine forest, sunlight pouring over wooden tables. In the corner, in shaky pencil, I had written, "Here, no one will feel alone." I cried, not because I regretted, but because some part of me still wanted to believe. I don't know where I'll sleep tomorrow. Maybe the backseat of my car. Maybe a church shelter. But tonight, I'll tape the torn pages back together. I'll redraw that cafe. Not for a grade, not for a submission. Just so that for a moment, I can live again. Because no matter how poor I am, if I can still draw, then the 12-year-old Leah inside me isn't completely gone. I don't have a grand lesson for you, just a whisper. If you once had a dream and dropped it, maybe pick it up again, even if only to look at it one more time. That's worth something.